Hi there, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. City Skylines, Part 8, I think. I hope you're all doing well. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I had a very busy one here. And again, a lot of work, not too much to show for it, but it was a lot of work. And I'm not quite sure where I want to begin here, but you will notice right away that this is where I ended up. This was the last thing that I did. So this expressway is now connected. It goes all the way through. Well, actually it always was, but it wasn't connected here. The first thing I guess I should show you is what I said I wanted to do a couple episodes back over here in our industry business area. I added our tiny village. And this, again, is just the idea that these guys work farming, forestry, or oil. So this was really tough. You're going to have to ignore a lot of things. I could not, under any circumstances, flatten this stuff out. It was the strangest thing. There's a kind of a valley-ish type thing here. I don't know what you would call it. But like from here to here and then in this area, I could not raise it up. So there's a hole there. And these areas, no matter what I did, leveling it off, smoothing it out, they would not. They just wouldn't. And I'm wondering if it has something to do with me being this far out on the map. I don't know. But I just can't really get to anything here, so I smoothed it as best I could. So I came in here first, and I laid out a roadway as best I could, just coming up here. I tried to smooth it out as well, and it was a little difficult, but I'm not too sad about the way the buildings sit. They're not super ridgy on the edges. This area, yeah. As you can tell, I tried to hide it with some rocks, some boulders. But here's our little downtown for them. Shopping. It's all shopping. I don't have any offices in here. So it's just light blue. And this is light green. They have lots to do, though. I made sure to keep their fun and services in mind. And this is European suburb. I just figured, what the heck. I don't know why my trees are doing that. I keep going online and trying to find out how to set things up, and it's just not working. So, yeah, European suburbia. So this was first, and this is where that hole is. I don't know. It was weird. I'm going to blame it on being at the edge of the map and leave it at that. Then I came over here and I gave them their passenger train. This is the Mall of Railroads or something. I don't quite know where I see. Kind of sad. It goes down, it goes up, it does a lot of things. I did put a bus station in here for them as well, and they have a great big parking structure. But this is the Mall of Railroads. Oh, is that the Japan pack? Okay, maybe that's why I don't know what it is. But I gave them that. And then I came down here. And ignore this too. You're going to have to ignore so much today. I don't know. I do so well, and then things like this happen, and it's like, all right, now I can't do it anymore. So this is our train station, and this is for passenger trains, and yes, it is backed up. I know it is. Not good, because we got cargo here. But I'm going to fix it. I finally figured out a way. Well, no, I didn't. I was going to say I finally figured out a way to get the trains to completely encircle. And I didn't. I tried it down at the water, and it just doesn't work. And here's our exit. So we have garbage, and yeah. So it's just a two-way in and out on both sides. And then I came down here. This is more shopping for them. Yes, they do have schools in this center area here. They actually have a school up here as well, I think. Pretty sure. Yeah, over here. Elementary. And then this is elementary and high school and shopping. And then all of this is housing, and they have more here. This is just low blue, low green. And I didn't want anything too extravagant, too big. So I'm not unhappy with the way this turned out. This is probably all we will need here. I don't know. Yes, we have death care, fire, police. This I found on the workshop. It's a university clock tower. And I thought it was cute, so I put it in here. Everybody said hooray when I put it down. But I was looking for things to put inside my roundabouts, and I can't do that. This has to be on a road. Kind of sad. I gave them the cinema and more plazas to play at. Then I came down here after a while, and I added this. Their shopping outlines the area. They have their services and the schools over here, and more houses. And it's all European suburbia. I like the way it came out. I hope you guys do too. But I do like the way this turned out. So I went over here. I had to change some things. We lost one of our sewage to fire. And when I came over to take care of it, this was so blocked up. It was crazy. So I just raised the road to... Another one burned down. What is the deal? The last one was over here. All right, I'll fix that in a minute. So I just raised the road. And nobody ever comes into these things, yet you have to put them on a road. It's kind of dumb. So I just raised it, and now they go in, come around, and go out. It looks like we've got a stop sign there. I'm going to have to fix that. I'm pretty sure I showed you all of the factories and everything that I added in the last video that I made. Not quite sure. But a majority of our factories are down now, and I tried to place them as close to their respective businesses as I could, but a majority of them are just in this corner here. So yeah, I came back in, I got to do this. I mentioned this in the last one. They needed schools, but I couldn't fit the library in. So I took what was there off. I just plunked it down inside here. And they have their library now, so it's a full campus-like area. I'm very happy with it. And so are they. What was the next thing? Oh, big news, I guess. We can go this way. I gave them more industry underneath farming, so like this isn't in the farming area. Well, actually it is. I think I extended it, but I cannot remember. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, not much changed. A lot of the work that I did had to do with transportation, and we are using trains, metro, and buses. And the lines, you know, I'd make a line, everything seemed to be going well, and then something would snag somewhere, so I'd go back and I'd rework the lines, and that's about all that I worked on. Aside from this, we do have, I had no idea that these were so tiny. This is our amusement park, and it's got everything in it, some in duplicate, but that's about it. So I'm going to have to build around here. I'm not quite sure what I want to do yet, but I like the way it turned out. I think it's kind of pretty. I hope you guys do too. It seems like a fun little place to go. Like duplicate kiddie rides, duplicate arcade areas, lots of duplicate places for them to sit. I just keep remembering the time I went to Disneyland, and I was 18, and I visited the West Coast for my spring break because the majority of my dad's relatives live out there. I love colors like that. I can't wait to see it at night. But my aunts took me to Disneyland, and oh my gosh, I hated it. I'll be very honest with you. If you are from California, I have nothing against you. Believe me. But I hated it. I hated every second that I was there. My cousin took me to the ocean, and I was so anxious to just stick my feet in there and just stare at it. I'd never been to the West Coast, right? So what does he do? He parks the car on a ridge, and I get to stare out at this placid... It looked like a lake. There wasn't even a ripple in the water. And I was so disappointed. And you know me, I don't have the guts to say, hey, I want to get out and put my feet in the water. Please let me go to the I just didn't have the guts. Here's our zoo. And this, I think, turned out a little bit better because once I got used to plunking down everything for the amusement park, I kind of figured what I would do here. I'm just going to show you an overhead. You guys are probably so used to this you don't even care. This is everything. And I remembered to dot bathrooms and little sitting spots throughout. Maybe I didn't do enough, but I think it's plenty. Because you'd want them back here toward the center and then up at the beginning. And I, again, will apologize for the way the trees look. Too many trees, do you think? Or not enough trees? Or just the right amount of trees? I don't know. Maybe open it up a little bit more. But I'm thinking of the critters, not the people. And I'd like them to feel as safe and at home as possible. That's why I did what I did. They're so cute. I love the critters in this game. Alright, so that's our zoo, and that is our amusement park. I hope I did a good job for you guys. Let me know in the comments. No, you really messed that up. So down here, one of these zoo items was that water feature. And you know I've had issues here. I have no shoreline on the entire map. So I just took a strip of the zoo and brought it down here so that I could plant this thing. And then it took me about, I don't know, 3.5, 4 hours just to get this to do this, but it doesn't matter because no matter what I do, the water at intervals will come all the way up here and leave, and then it calms down. A couple minutes later, it goes all the way up here, everything gets flooded. I've raised it, I've lowered it, I've raised it, I've lowered it, I've flattened the bottom, I've raised the bottom, I've done everything. And last night, it hit me maybe a retaining wall? A key? But if I am correct, is it difficult to add these types of buildings to a key wall? This is just going on in my head right now. Every video that I have ever watched, they remove the key wall, put the stuff in, and then return the key wall or something? I don't know. But do you think a key wall would work? And if it would it keep the water from doing what it's doing? See, I tried. I don't know if you can see it too well, but that's the shore. And if I go up one more, it just turns to grass. The water does return on occasion. And then all of this stuff is sitting on dry land. And that's as close as I can get it. So I'm at a loss. But I did manage to get them in. They are being visited, but not often because it floods too much. Ignore this. I was going to bring it over here and it just didn't work. And then I'm like, I like that. So maybe I'll hook it up somewhere else someday. So yeah, we do have a bus down here and a metro. And we have one over here. So they can get to all these. The problem I have at the moment down in this area is pathways. Got to get these guys connected up here. But all of my transportation is working out just swimmingly. Now the how would you say visitors? The visitors to this particular area, our tourist area, has dropped, and I'm not too concerned about it. But as you can tell, the traffic, not all that great. A lot of people are probably using this as a throughway, which is fine. You know what? I'm not going to argue. I got it to work, and I think it looks lovely, and I would visit. So yeah, I worked on these roads last night, but I also, over the weekend, tried desperately to fix these areas here. I gave them a walk over here. I added this. I'm pretty sure you already saw that. I came over with time traffic lights, regular traffic lights, no traffic lights, yield signs. Oh my goodness. Nothing seems to work. This is just a really busy corridor here. And where it really gets blocked up is on this road here and this road right here. It's just crazy. I tried it to take this one through under and over. It did not work. There's a metro line coming right through here. I could remove these, take this and bring it over here. Because I did bring this one over, but I didn't hook it up there. This actually started down here. And I brought it over this way because I was going to just go straight with it. And then I thought, nah, let's just hook it up to the side. And to be honest, I do think it's working a little bit. No. No, nothing's going to help this. Look at that. It's just a really bad corridor. I had the time traffic light on there, and believe it or not, I think I figured out how to do time traffic lights. I didn't just control click it. I set them up myself. What I had never known was that when you click on time traffic lights, it shows you the lights on each side. You're supposed to click on those lights. I never knew that. So I figured that out. I had the time traffic light on this one. Then I took it off because it, man, oh man, was it backed up here. And I came down and put it on this one. And then this. All the way down here, completely backed up, and then on this one, and then down here, and all this. Oh my gosh. So I took it off this one, I came down here. The same thing happened. But all the while, this whole strip, the strips in here, and this were completely clogged. I just couldn't take it anymore, and I'm like, you guys, you're on your own. I'm leaving. I turned everything off and walked away. And that is the end of the story of traffic in my city. I'm just not going to beat myself up over it anymore. I did say I wanted to do the dog bone thing. That didn't work out either, right here. So I came over here. I took this off. You guys already saw that. And I set up a time traffic light here. Now you'll notice it's a bit better because this traffic was all the way down here. I gave them an off-ramp. And they're still choosing to go this way. That's their problem. Because what they're doing, instead of coming in through here and getting in, they're coming down here, over here, all the way down here, and then coming in this way or going that way. I don't know what the attraction is here. There's nothing here. Absolutely nothing here. You got the crematorium. I think this is the parks thing. And then your services, police, fire, and then garbage. That's all that's here. This is the prison. This is the parks. All I can tell you is it's nothing but junk. Okay? Nobody needs to be in here. But they take the road all the way down into here. Which, by the way, if they got off here, they could go here and come in the same way. They could come across here and go in the exact same way. But they don't do that. Now, as far as the train goes, I'll make this as quick as I can. You will recall, I hope, we have a passenger train over here. And then we have one in our new area right here. And then we have one over... No, this is where there isn't one, and I would like to put one. Yeah, so we only have one, 2, and 3. I wanted to get one in here. But I don't know how to get the rail. Because the rail cannot go through here. I've tried. This is as far as I can get it. Everything else, I can't even go underground because of the metro. But to get it to come through here is just impossible. So I was very disappointed. I wanted to put another train station here because we got a metro. Or just add one here, which makes no sense because it's still not, it wouldn't be a complete loop. I wondered, maybe I could bring one around here? Huh. I don't like the idea of going over all the time, but if I could maybe get this train, oh good, it cleared up. If I could get this to somehow end up in here, I really wanted it right here. Maybe down this way more? Okay, I'm thinking out loud and I apologize for that. So let's get to the stats. So we're gaining people, but look at how much money we're losing. I think it's because I went a little overboard on hospitals, police, and fire. I could be wrong. Might be something else. I'm not sure how well these guys are doing. They're probably only at level 1. Oh, okay, that's a 4-star at the zoo. And our Oh, it's 5. Okay, that's nice. Anyway, I'm gonna turn day and night on because I'm anxious to see these lights. Here we go with the stats. Now, you'll notice this too down here real quick. I love seeing that. Traffic. Oh boy. Oh, okay. I had it up to 87 yesterday. Yep, exactly where I told you. Here and here. And I just don't care. You know, I can't keep worrying about this kind of stuff. Our industry is always going to look like this. And this is a little anxious looking, but it's moving. And then the people thing. Unemployment's down to 5%. And then land value. Still a little surprised where I put my assets. Well, the unique buildings. Those are the ones in blue. Isn't that weird? Look. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Everything else is green. So I don't get it. I wanted to show you my transportation. I'm going to do this as quick as I can, and I do hope this works. I hope you can see everything. The green line is my metro. So I tried to get it in a loop. One for industries, which is white, and then this one is the passenger that goes throughout. And it's working okay. And I believe this is the biggest one, 500. Yeah. And then my train that I was telling you about, the line, it died. This is my bus. I wish I could move this. But you can tell by this chart here that they're being utilized quite a bit. Okay, it's nighttime in our city. Very pretty. I love this. This is gorgeous. The blue light. Isn't that pretty? Absolutely gorgeous. So that's where we are. And I do have more planned. I need to think about it a little bit more. But I sure hope you like our advancements here in this city. And I do hope you enjoyed this video. I thank you so much for sticking with me to the end and supporting my channel as well. Like the video if you did. Subscribe if you're interested. Take very good care of yourselves. Have an absolutely fabulous day. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.